I'm Julia and this is Amanda, and we are from Evolved Pilates, and we're here today to bring you the second episode in our exercise series, the Evolved Pilates Exercise of the Week. The exercise that we are going to demonstrate for you today is called leg slides. So the first thing that you want to check and set up is a nice neutral spine position. So we've got the pelvis resting with the coccyx heavy into the mat, an imprint of the ribs down into the floor, nice and broad, melting the tips of the shoulders down into the mat, and the head centered on top of the shoulders. So that position looks good to start. It's worth spending that little bit of time to set your position up first to make sure that we get the best outcome from the exercise. So from here, we'll activate the muscles of pelvic floor and of lower tummy. And you see as Amanda does that, she gets no bony change through her spine and her pelvis. We're working just for stability of the spine. And then from here, Amanda, what I'd like you to do is to slowly start to slide a single leg away. Beautiful. Keeping the heel in contact with the floor, draw the leg back. Beautiful. And then we'll seamlessly switch to the other side. So the watch points for this are replacement. As the leg slides away, we try to maintain the spine and the pelvis in neutral without allowing any extension. So we don't want the pelvis or the spine to follow the movement of the leg. And drawing back. That looks great, Amanda. Let's do one more each side. We're also looking here through the changeover from the right leg to the left that there's no rotation of the pelvis, and we identified those challenges in our first series through knee openings. Great, so if we wanted to add a new challenge to that, we could take the foot just off the floor. So exactly the same movement, beautiful, extending the leg, hovering just off the floor, extend it away and drawing it back. Place the foot to the floor, a nice smooth transition to the left. Yeah, good work. So you don't want this second variation of the exercise to look a lot harder. It should have the same fluid movement, the precision. That looks great. Exactly the same as the first variation. The other thing that this exercise allows you to identify is alignment of the legs. Where do the legs move? How do they move from the hip? Do they swivel in? Do they swivel out? Does it look more difficult on the left or the right side? Great. So let's add an extra challenge. Arms come up. So we'll combine upper limb and lower limb together. So the setup's exactly the same. Head centered, shoulders heavy, connection of those bottom ribs into the mat. Sliding out with a single leg as both arms travel overhead. Great work. And drawing back to centre. Beautiful. So let's do 3 each side, please, Amanda. So as we add the overhead arm component, we're really watching that the spine doesn't fall into extension. So as the limbs move, as the arms travel back and the leg travels away, the torso stays beautifully steady. You could add light hand weights to this exercise if you wish. Beautiful. And then we could try the variation with the foot sliding just off the floor. So imagine that foot sliding on a marble or a golf ball. Perfect. So we're losing the contact of the foot from the floor, watching that the leg alignment is precise, the control with an extension force is there to maintain neutral spine and good abdominal tone. Well done, Amanda. 2 more on each side. Perfect, looking lovely through your ribs. Last one on that left side. Great work. You can rest your arms down by your side. So an excellent exercise to add to your repertoire to challenge a limb movement, maintaining neutral spine with an extension force. So that concludes our episode number 2 of Evolve Pilates Exercise of the Week. Stay tuned next week when we'll show you some imprinting, so good control for the tummy, and again working those principles of hip dissociation and core stability. Thanks for watching.